So I have a question, well, a couple of questions to ask you. Do you know your neighbors' names? Would you feel comfortable asking your neighbor to borrow a cup of sugar? Are you involved in any community programs? Okay, so if the answer is no, I'm gonna need you to sit down, get comfy, because today we're gonna be talking about the importance of establishing community and why you need to get involved in your local community right now. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. So today we're going to be talking about the importance of community and why we need to start getting involved. So community is needed now more than ever, okay? More than ever. And truthfully, community is going to be the one thing that's really going to help us survive this golden era that we are in. And I know that society has told us that individualism is the way to go, that we can do everything by ourselves and that we don't need help. But truthfully, guys, we are so strong when we come together, and there's so much healing that can be done within community. So right now, we really need to lock in, and we really need to get involved. So I live in LA, and I got to witness how beautiful and powerful community really is. We just recently dealt with the wildfires in the Palisades in the Altadena area, and so many people lost their homes, people were displaced from their homes, businesses burnt down, and people lost their jobs. I mean, the grief in LA was palpable, but to see how community really came together during such a difficult time was so heartwarming. I mean, people were volunteering, people were donating, to the point that donation centers had to turn away donations and volunteers. So seeing people come together during such a difficult time was so beautiful, and it was really inspiring. And it inspired me to really continue this momentum and become even more of an active participant within my community. I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna show up in community during this time, and hopefully it inspires you to do the same. So first things first, I'm going to get involved in more local community programs. When I came back from Mexico City last year, I was so inspired by the community that they had out there that I wanted to get more involved here. So I joined a local community garden, and I had so much fun. Guys, so much fun. Now, I'm someone that does not have a green thumb, okay? I cannot keep a plant alive, and it's kind of embarrassing, and yeah, I'm embarrassed by it. I know now when to ask for help, and I need help in the planting area. So joining this local community garden, they taught me how to plant when the right time was to plant, how to harvest or when to harvest. And also I got to learn about like different pesticides, soil, all that jazz. But I also established some really great friendships in the process. And getting to know the people within my neighborhood was just such a delight. Now I have friends that I can go grab coffee with, and an amazing benefit about being a part of the community garden was I got to take home a lot of the produce that I grew. And I was so proud of myself when I started to see, things blossom and flourish, because for someone that has killed almost every single plant that I've had, being able to harvest the fruits and the vegetables of my hard labor was just so rewarding. And I want to do more things like that. So I'm going to do the community garden again this year, and I'm also going to look for other programs and initiatives within my local community that I can be a part of as well. Another thing that I just recently did was I just completed my yoga teacher training at my community yoga studio here, and I learned so much. YTT is no joke. It challenges you mentally, physically, and spiritually. But I learned so much about how to maintain a spiritual practice, how yoga can really help me reduce my suffering, and how meditation helps me calm my mind. But again, guys, I formed some amazing connections with the people in my cohort. And now I have friendships that I feel will last a lifetime. And I have more people that I can go to for resources. And my local yoga studio is a space that I feel safe. I feel comfortable in. I feel heard. Another thing that I'm going to do is definitely organize some events. Now, I know as part of the 92% club that we said that we were staying out of this. However, I have always loved organizing parties, and I'm not gonna start organizing parties and events because of what's going on. So I'm gonna keep doing that because it's something that I love to do, genuinely. I like making new connections and I love introducing like-minded people. So I'm gonna keep doing that. And actually right now I am in the process of organizing a fun artist walk event in my neighborhood that really showcases some of the local artists and talents that we have just in this area. So stay tuned for that because there's more to come on that. So you're probably asking yourself, how do I get involved? Where do I start? And truthfully, it's super simple. You can start small or you can go big or go home. It's whatever you want to do. Getting to know the people that own the businesses in your neighborhood is a great way that you can start getting involved in your local community. I mean, there's a pet shop that I go to all the time to get things for the cats, and I don't know the owners' names, and I feel really bad about that. And now I'm gonna make more of an effort to get to know the owners' names. However, there is a wine shop that I go to quite frequently that I can see myself going to a little bit more in the future. I do know the sommeliers there. So, I mean, priorities. You can also start getting involved in community programs. I mean, you can get involved in a community garden like I am. There are places that you can volunteer, and volunteering your time could be something that you start doing maybe like on a weekly or monthly basis, whatever works best with your schedule, but a little bit goes a long way. You can organize events or cleanups around your neighborhood, or really just starting to get to know your neighbors. That's super simple. Like, there's so many of us that live in apartment complexes and we don't even know our neighbors' names. So striking up a conversation with a neighbor and getting to know who they are, getting to know where they're from, and really forming an authentic connection with them is a great way that you can start getting involved in your local community today. Another way you can start getting involved in your local community is by getting a library card. Okay, I don't think a lot of people realize the benefits that you get for being a library card holder. Okay, the library is where it's at. It is where it's at. You can access so many different courses by having a library card. Courses on management, courses on health, courses on writing and learning how to publish. All of that you have access to with your library card. You can get discounts at museums and other participating businesses. And the library also hosts so many different events and workshops that are free. They're free, guys. And if you really want to cut back on your expenses, you can borrow books like we used to instead of purchasing them first. What I've been doing is that I've been borrowing books from the library first, and if it's a book that I love and I can see myself referring to in the future, then I'm going to buy it from a local bookstore. So that's just something that I've been doing, and it's actually been helping with my finances too, because before I would just buy books on books on books, and there's so many books in my house that I haven't even read yet. And books that I have read that I don't really even like that much. So that's something that I've been doing. And if you're not someone that likes to read physical books and you prefer to read on a Kindle, you can access the app Libby that allows you to download the book on your Kindle or your phone. If you're someone that likes to listen to books instead of reading them, the library has its own version of Audible for free. So get your library card today. Getting involved in your local community doesn't have to be such a jarring task. In fact, it's really easy. And I know that a lot of us work so many hours and sometimes that we're even drained after the end of the day. But making space and making time to become an active participant in our community is really going to help us overcome the challenges that might come in the future. And it really is going to be our saving grace in this golden era. I hope that this video has encouraged you. I hope that you feel inspired to get to know your neighbors, to establish authentic and genuine connections with the people in your neighborhood, and to really show up. So if you're someone that likes a challenge, I'm gonna challenge you by introducing yourself to 3 new people and striking up a conversation with those people. Don't just say, "Hi, my name is Megan," and that be the end of it. No, engage in a conversation with this person. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. It means so much to me. If you liked this video, please like it. And if you want to see more content on community and event planning and exploring my curiosity, definitely hit that subscribe button. And if this video inspired you, share it so that it can inspire others to get out of their comfort zones and start building authentic and genuine connections with the people in their communities. Thanks for watching.